I really feel like your image is changing in some way. Like the perception of you is being altered or changed in some way. And it's funny because it comes through as like major transformation energy, but I feel like if I were to ask you like have you changed drastically as a person, you'd say probably no, but like I'm not the same person that I was. So it's like you acknowledge that something has shifted in you, but it's like you fully can't even see it because you're just stepping more into an authentic version of yourself. Like it doesn't feel like you've changed drastically because you're just becoming more of who you are like at the core and not becoming something that isn't actually you or like who you're meant to be. Like you're stepping more into like the identity of who you truly are. It's actually like really profound, but I feel like yeah, it's interesting because you're coming across you're coming across as more like confident, magnetic, like more powerful. Like your energy is very loud, but it's interesting because I feel like you become more quiet. You become more introspective. You become softer, maybe leaning more into feminine, like maybe just slowing down in a sense, becoming more intuitive, trusting your intuition. Like there's this softness about you, but you're being perceived as having more like fire behind you. And it's interesting how you're kind of juggling these two energies right now, like of how people are perceiving you and how people are like digesting your energy and then who you actually are. But it's interesting, yeah, because I just feel like you're becoming this more authentic version of yourself, and it's like you're freeing yourself from, I guess, a lot of expectations, a lot of, I guess, who you were expected to be, who you thought you were supposed to be. It's almost like you're just shedding a layer of skin and becoming more like vulnerable, more raw. But it's so interesting how it comes through because it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm actively working towards this change. It's just like, no, I'm just getting closer to who I actually am. And it's really, really, really beautiful. I just feel like you're no longer confused about who you are or who you're meant to be. Like you're becoming very, very clear about, I guess, ooh, yeah, about like your power, your like discernment is growing, your knowledge of yourself is growing, you're becoming more strict with like your boundaries, who you give energy to. You're coming through as just like a motherfucking boss. Like honestly, it's funny how you're perceived as this Queen of Wands, like kind of big cutthroat energy, and King of Swords and the Emperor. It's like, yeah, you're fucking in your power, but you actually feel softer than you felt in quite some time. Like you feel more in touch with your intuition. You feel more like nurturing, more feminine, like again, slowing down. But it's actually like, I think people are feeling the loss of like access to you. I guess they were more like served by when you were under boundaried and when you were, I guess, giving more to others, and you're like tightening up your energy. You've got strong boundaries again. Queen of Wands, dude, and Star. I mean, it's like you're just becoming the best version of yourself right now, and not everyone is gonna get to fucking benefit from it. I think they're coming to that realization of like, damn, I've lost access to them in some sense, or a version of them that I really benefited from, and that kind of kills me.